Imagine this. One day you're barely making ends meet, the next you're living a life of financial freedom. How? That's my story and I'm about to share it with you. We've all had those moments when the wallet feels a little too light, when the bank account seems to echo with emptiness. I've been there too. Broke, stressed, and unsure of how to turn things around. But here's the kicker. That's not where my story ends. From the depths of financial uncertainty, I found my way to a life of abundance and security. It wasn't easy, and it didn't happen overnight, but it did happen. And today, I'm going to take you on that journey with me. Why share this story, you might ask? Well, it's not for the fame or the glory, it's because I believe in the power of shared experiences. I believe that my story, my journey from broke to rich, can offer some insights, some nuggets of wisdom that might just help someone else out there who's in the same boat I was in not too long ago. I want to show you that it's possible to change your financial situation, no matter where you're starting from. I want to show you that with the right mindset, a clear vision, and a solid plan, you too can climb out of the financial hole and build a life of wealth and prosperity. We're going to delve into the nitty-gritty of my journey, from the struggles and setbacks to the victories and triumphs. We'll talk about the moments of despair and the moments of revelation. We'll discuss the strategies and steps I took to turn my financial life around. So, buckle up. This journey isn't for the faint-hearted. It's going to require honesty, courage, and a willingness to step out of your comfort zone. But if you're ready to take that leap, to embark on a journey of financial transformation, then you're in the right place. So, are you ready to dive into this journey with me? Let's get started. Being broke is more than an empty wallet. It's a state of mind, a constant struggle, an everyday challenge. In my case, it was a reality that seemed to have no end in sight. I remember the days when I had to count pennies just to make ends meet, when I had to choose between buying a bus ticket or a meal. The challenges were not just financial, they were emotional and psychological too. The stress of not knowing where the next meal would come from, the embarrassment of not being able to afford even the basics, the constant worry about the future, these were all part of the broke phase. It was a time filled with self-doubt, fear, and a sense of helplessness. The mindset during this period was one of survival. Every decision, every action was driven by the need to get through the day, the week, the month. There was little room for dreams or aspirations. The focus was on staying afloat, on not sinking under the weight of financial stress. But being broke also taught me some valuable lessons. It taught me the importance of resilience, of not giving up even when things looked bleak. It taught me how to manage money, how to stretch a dollar, how to prioritize needs over wants. Most importantly, it taught me the value of self-belief, of having faith in my ability to change my circumstances. I'm sure many of you can relate to this. The feeling of being trapped in a cycle of financial struggle, the frustration of seeing no way out, the hopelessness that comes with each unpaid bill or overdue notice. But remember, every cloud has a silver lining. It was time for a change. Change. It's scary but necessary. For me, it was a series of events that pushed me to take the leap. There I was, stuck in a cycle of financial instability, barely making ends meet. It was a disheartening phase, but it was also the catalyst for a significant shift in my life. One day while scrolling through social media, I stumbled upon a quote that struck a chord. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. This quote, attributed to Albert Einstein, was like a wake-up call. I realized I was living my own version of insanity, stuck in a loop of financial struggle, yet expecting to miraculously become wealthy. This epiphany was the spark that ignited my desire for change. I began to question my financial habits, my mindset, and the choices that had led me to my current situation. It was clear that if I wanted a different outcome, I had to do things differently. I found solace and guidance in books. I devoured self-help and financial literacy books, gaining insights from the likes of Napoleon Hill, Robert Kiyosaki, and Dave Ramsey. Their experiences and wisdom inspired me to believe that I too could change my financial future. I sought out mentors, people who had walked the path before me and had achieved what I desired: financial freedom. Their stories were diverse, but they all shared common themes: discipline, perseverance, and a clear vision of their financial goals. But perhaps the most profound influence came from personal experiences. I saw people around me, some with far fewer resources, making substantial financial progress. It was a testament that change was indeed possible if one was willing to put in the effort. This journey of self-discovery and learning didn't happen overnight. It was a gradual process filled with moments of introspection, learning and unlearning. It was a transition from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance, from a life of financial struggle to a pursuit of financial freedom. Armed with a new mindset and determination, I was ready to take the first step. Goals. They're like a compass, guiding us in the direction we need to go. Imagine trying to reach a destination without knowing where it is. Sounds impossible, right? It's the same with financial success. Without clear, defined financial goals, you're like a ship sailing aimlessly in the sea. Setting clear financial goals was a crucial step in my journey from being broke to becoming rich. Not just any goals, mind you, but SMART goals. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. I didn't just say I want to be rich, that was too vague. Instead, I set specific goals like, I want to save $10,000 in a year, or I want to reduce my debts by 50% in 6 months. These goals were measurable so I could track my progress. They were achievable so I didn't set myself up for failure. They were relevant to my overall aim of financial freedom, and they were time-bound, giving me a clear deadline to work towards. But setting these goals was just the first step. I also visualized them. I pictured what it would feel like to have that $10,000 in my bank account, or to be free of half my debts. I imagined the sense of relief, the freedom, the opportunities that would open up. This visualization was powerful. It made my goals feel real, tangible. It fueled my motivation and kept me focused, especially during challenging times. Every decision I made, every action I took, was guided by these goals. When I was tempted to make an impulsive purchase, I reminded myself of my goal to save $10,000. When I felt like I was drowning in debt, I visualized what it would feel like to have half of it gone. These goals became my North Star, guiding me towards financial freedom. And guess what? It worked. I achieved my goals one by one. Each small victory fueled my motivation to aim higher, to set bigger goals. So, remember, if you want to change your financial situation, start by setting clear, SMART financial goals. Visualize them, feel them, and let them guide your actions and decisions. With my goals set, it was time to create a roadmap to reach them. A goal without a plan is just a wish, so I started planning. It's one thing to have financial goals, but it's another to map out a strategy to achieve them. For me, this meant drafting a detailed financial plan. Creating a financial plan starts with understanding where your money goes. I began by tracking my spending habits for a month. This gave me a clear picture of where my money was going and, more importantly, where it was being wasted. This process can be eye-opening, sometimes even shocking, but it's a crucial step in regaining control of your finances. Next, I started budgeting. Budgeting is like a roadmap. It guides you to your financial destination. It helped me allocate my income to various categories: essentials, savings, and discretionary spending. This doesn't mean I lived on bread and water. Instead, I learned to balance my needs and wants, to live within my means while still enjoying life. Saving was the next cornerstone of my plan. I started setting aside a small portion of my income regularly. It might not seem like much in the beginning, but over time it adds up. I also established an emergency fund, a safety net to fall back on in case of unexpected expenses or income loss. Investing was the game changer. It's not about getting rich quick. It's about making your money work for you over time. I started small, learning about different investment options, and gradually built a diverse portfolio. Creating this financial plan wasn't smooth sailing. There were challenges, setbacks, and adjustments along the way. There were times when I overspent or when unexpected expenses threw my budget off track. But these were learning opportunities, reminders to reassess and adjust my plan. Remember, a financial plan isn't set in stone. It's a living document that grows and changes with you. It requires regular review and adjustment to reflect changes in your income, expenses, and financial goals. But most importantly, it requires discipline and commitment to follow through. With a plan in place, it was time to generate income. Income. It's not about what you earn, but how you earn it. You see, the journey to financial freedom is not a straight path, and that's where diversifying income comes into play. Venturing into different income streams is like planting seeds in various fields. Some will sprout faster than others, some might yield more fruit, but all contribute to a bountiful harvest. During this journey, I dipped my toes into side hustles, like freelance work and online selling. Every dollar earned was another step toward financial independence. I also sought career advancements, pushing for promotions and negotiating raises. It was challenging, certainly, but each step up the ladder increased my earning potential. But the real game changer was diving into entrepreneurial ventures. It was risky, yes, but the rewards were worth it. It was like having a river of revenue, constantly flowing, constantly growing. With these diverse income streams, the financial tide started to turn. Multiple income streams were flowing, but there were still hurdles to overcome. Challenges. They're not meant to break us, but to make us stronger. Every journey has its hurdles, and the path to financial freedom was no different. The road was sprinkled with setbacks, unexpected expenses, and the occasional self-doubt. It was easy to think about giving up, about going back to the comfort of the familiar. But here's the thing about obstacles. They're opportunities in disguise. The key was persistence, a resilience that couldn't be shaken. It was about standing up, dusting off, and moving forward even when things got tough. It was about learning from each setback, adapting, and coming back stronger. The resilience and perseverance became the fuel, propelling the journey forward. Challenges are inevitable, but they're not the end of the story. They're merely plot twists, making the tale more interesting, and with each one overcome, the narrative became more compelling. Challenges faced, lessons learned, it was time to reflect on the journey. It's been a journey, a transformation, and here's what I learned. The first step was setting clear goals. This was the cornerstone, the foundation that everything else was built upon. It's essential to know where you're headed financially. The second step was crafting a financial plan. It's the roadmap that guides you to your destination. It involves budgeting, saving, and investing. The third step was building multiple income streams. Diversifying income is like having insurance against financial setbacks. The last step was overcoming challenges and persisting. There will be obstacles, but it's through overcoming them that we grow stronger. Each of these steps played a significant role in my financial transformation. They might seem daunting at first, but remember, even the longest journey begins with a single step. You have the power to change your financial situation. It's a matter of choice, determination, and action. Remember, it's not about how you start, but how you finish. Start your journey today. Now it's your turn. What's your story? Let's make this an interactive journey. Whether you're at the beginning, in the middle, or have already reached your financial goals, your story is unique and valuable. Don't hesitate to share your experiences, your breakthrough moments, your victories, or even your questions. This isn't just about me, it's about us learning from each other. And hey, if you found value in this video, do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps to spread the word and reach more people like you. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future content. I have a lot more to share about financial freedom, and I'd love for you to join me on the journey. And lastly, feel free to share this video with anyone who might benefit from it. We all know someone who could use a little boost in their financial journey. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Remember, every step counts. See you in the next video.